we've seen a huge amount of evidence of the indoctrination of young people, of children in Gaza, to hate Jews, a deep Islamist ideological hatred that is shoved down their throats. And I want to show you a new piece of evidence of this, which has been shown by Louay Ahmed, who is a Muslim pro-Israel activist, and he says that someone sent him pictures of a children's book, and this person lives in Gaza, and this is recently. Have a look at what he found.
Guys, someone in Gaza just sent me newly printed books that teach children in Gaza to become jihadist terrorists. They are shocking. This book is called Champions on the Lands of the Hostages. This is a poem that teaches children how amazing it is to sacrifice your family to become jihadists. This one is about a talented woman jihadi. All of this is insane. It is so upsetting to use innocent children in this evil and destructive propaganda.
وانت يا زكريا شو حابب تصير؟ مهندس. مهندس؟ ليش بدك تصير مهندس؟ عشان افجر اليهود.
Why are we teaching children to become jihadist extremists when we can teach them love and coexistence instead? We see what's going on right now, from October 7th to the hostages to the destruction in Gaza. This is all a product of the hateful teachings that we teach our children, and that needs to stop. Guys, this ruined my week. We need to teach our children about love and compassion and ethics and science. You know, things that build societies that function. Not this.
This is something that we've seen time and time again. The hatred that is just spewing out of the educational and cultural and media institutions. It's completely unacceptable, and it is not moral to allow dangerous institutions and leaders and educational systems to be flourishing on your doorstep, to just simply allow that. And we've tried this experiment now by just basically just maintaining the status quo in Gaza since 2005 when Hamas took over. And we've seen, sadly, the fruits of just letting the status quo continue recently. We've seen what happens when you teach children from a very young age, for year after year after year, to hate Jews, to want them all dead, and to believe that they have no legitimate relationship with the land of Israel. So, actually, this is a question of morality. This should not be tolerated anymore. Israel should be absolutely unequivocal in not falling for this nonsense anymore, these nonsense lies that we don't have a relationship with the land of Israel. But additionally, in not tolerating these threats and people who are planning our destruction and teaching a new generation to destroy the Jews and kill the Jews. It's not moral to simply allow it just to fester. The problems and the threats, the direct threats, have to be dealt with. Israeli Arabs have a very different relationship with the Jews and with Israel than the Arabs living in Gaza, because they're exposed to Jews and they're not exposed to the same level this kind of hatred and ideological zeal to want to kill the Jews. And so we've seen clearly that just letting these problems continue and letting them fester is not the answer anymore. Israel has to try a different approach, a stronger approach, a bolder approach, a zero tolerance approach. You can't have zero tolerance if you say, well, we'll tolerate a certain level of this. The only language that the Middle East understands is one of confidence, strength, and conviction. The Jewish people need to declare clearly that the entirety of the land belongs to Jewish people, including Gaza, by the way. And we're perfectly happy for Arabs to live alongside the Jewish people, but It is the Jewish people's land, and if they want to live alongside us, they have to be in peace. If they want to live in Arab territory, in Arab land, free of Jews, there's many, many, many more millions of acres of land available to them in the region. And they can go there if they don't like living among the Jews, if they want the Jews dead. But the approach has to be zero tolerance for this. It's not moral to allow this kind of stuff to fester anymore. We've seen the fruits of it, and it's unacceptable. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.